by the jobs created in government. Please, Your Excellency, that should see fruition. As I conclude, I want to say two last things, Your Excellency. Number one is that digital transformation depends on internet reach. As young people of this country, the future of jobs, the future of the markets of ESC, of the African Free Trade Area, of COMESA, depend on the capacity to reach them. And where we cannot fly the aeroplane, we can reach you through WhatsApp, we can reach you through social media, and interact with our peers on the other side. Your Excellency, the youth have requested me to ask you to look into the cost of affordable internet for schools and for young people in businesses. We want to thank you because government has now given a 3-year tax holiday to every young person starting business. It's an achievement again in the last 5 years. And that's why we are saying we have never seen a record like the last 5 years. But we are saying business environment is not yet easy. A young person starting a business at 21 still needs to pay all the dues at URSP. Why? Why don't young people's businesses get registered for free at URSP? Because anyway, they are dying at 90% per year initially because of taxes. So if you are taxing me, you are costing me so much that I cannot formalize, how would I benefit from the tax exemptions? How will I grow the economy formally? And how will I contribute to taxes willingly? We want, Your Excellency, that is looked into. The other day, finally, Your Excellency, we saw stories on social media about the plight of young people outside the country. Young people of Uganda are the future of our country. The remittances that come from our young people working abroad are more than our earnings from most of our exports, including coffee. And I want to request Your Excellency that government puts emphasis in access for those young people where there are many. We have over 300,000 young Ugandans in the Middle East doing work, making remittances to Uganda. The Ministry of Gender has tried, but Foreign Affairs can put embassies within reach where there are majority Ugandans. There are more Ugandans in the Kingdom of Qatar than there are in the United States, than there are in the UK. But when you go to Qatar to look for the Ugandan mission in Qatar, in Bahrain, in Dubai, is a struggle. So we are requesting government invest where you have your best chickens. I want to thank you because I know you will achieve it. Your Excellency, in conclusion, I want to say these young people who are standing here are exiting. We have a customary meeting with you before the Youth Day, but because of your tight schedule, we have not achieved it. We are requesting that before perhaps we leave today, you meet the National Youth Council leadership. And we are able to brief you on some things, including those of the problems that I will face if I don't brief you, that are not very good to say on the microphone. Young people have traveled here from across the country as youth leaders, and they are here. They do not have any way they are going to live because they know that they usually come for Youth Day and you finance them. Give them transport, and I survive today. Otherwise, Your Excellency, I am not going to live here, I can assure you. Number two, we have worked with civil society a little better in the last 5 years. Through the UN joint program, we have worked with civil society, and now we are glad that civil society is not as political as they used to be, sometimes bending only towards the opposition. The National Youth Council, though dominated by the NRM, has worked well with organizations like the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy, like the African Youth Development League. And we have been collecting voices of young people into what they called a youth manifesto, representing them. I told them that it's okay, our president receives whatever young people bring. And I want to request protocol to bring that youth manifesto, for them to hand it over to the Minister for Youth, and they take a photo with you to recognize that you have received the voices of young people. I now want to end there and request that my colleagues introduce themselves for your memory. I remain Jacob Eyeru. I come from Oyomai village in Soroti district. It is my last address to the young people. And I hope with 10 million for the next leader, we can achieve much more in the next youth leadership than we have done in our small leadership. Thank you, and may God bless you. Please introduce yourselves as the manifesto team moves down to take a photo with the president and hand over. Just that. Thank you.
With all protocol observed, Your Excellency, my name is Sam Ogwal. I serve as the Secretary of Finance to the National Youth Council of Uganda, but also as the IGAD Special Youth Envoy. Thank you so much for always having young people. Thank you for always committing yourself to supporting young people. I come from Alepton district. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
All protocol observed. Your Excellency, my name is Pasquin Achio. I come from Lira City. I'm the National Secretary for Students Affairs to the National Youth Council, and also the newly elected NRM flag bearer for Workers Member of Parliament. Thank you.
All protocols observed. His Excellency the President. My name is Wilson Otawa. I come from Agago District. I am the General Secretary of the National Youth Council and lost in the last election for the NRM Chairperson Youth League. Thank you so much for the leadership and guidance that you have given us in the last 5 years. May God bless you.
All protocol observed. Your Excellency, I am Gadi Pitu, the Secretary of Publicity, National Youth Council. I come from Moroto District, Karamoja Sub-Region. I'm so glad that the youth trusted me in the past 5 years. And I also thank you for supporting the youth in different ways, especially in Karamoja Sub-Region, where we managed at least to achieve the peace for these past 2 years through the disarmament action that is spearheaded. Thank you so much.
All protocol observed. Your Excellency, I am Nacha Esther, the outgoing Vice Chairperson of the National Youth Council and an aspirant for Central Region Youth MP who lost yesterday. But I want to appreciate you for the support you have rendered us in these 5 years. Thank you so much for fathering us. And as the young people of our country, we are really so proud of you. May God bless you for us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm Kichocho Brenda from Kabale, Sub-Region, and I'm the outgoing Secretary for Female Affairs and Board Member, Women Council. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for always keeping your word and supporting young people in this social transformation. And young people are ready to support you come 2026. But Your Excellency, these young people are being tortured by some individuals. And young people need your attention. You need to meet them and they explain to you before we go for the 2026 general election. And we are ready to support you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. All protocol observed. My name is Tumuhaire Barnabas. I'm the Youth Council Chairperson, Masindi District. And Your Excellency, I'm glad that I've hosted you today. Your Excellency, as the language says in Nyoro, that I'm also leaving the Youth Council leadership. I beg that you look at me. I've studied and I'm ready for everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Just name and
My name is Martin Manzala, Executive Director, African Youth Development League. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my name is Otim Ivan. I work with the African Youth Development League.
Your Excellency, my name is Juliet Done Yokia. I work with Wandandad as Refugee Engagement and Policy Influencing Coordinator. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. I will also request that the young leaders of the political party youth wings also take a photo with you. Let's move to take photos with His Excellency. Okay, let's wait. He will come back. All right, he's saying we go. He's coming there. So let's move down. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and thank you all for loving our president. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let us invite Alice to come and take us through to the next program. Thank you so very much.
Sorry, I forgot to invite the Executive Secretary for Special Interest Groups. Please come close to take the photo, as well with the President and the Coordinator of the Parliamentary Forum on Youth Affairs. That is the team from Parliament and the Executive Director. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, National Youth Council. Your Excellency, ideally, I would be inviting the Youth Member of Parliament, Western Region, Honorable Rugumayo Edison, but I'm told for one reason he seemed to be absent. And therefore, the next speech is going to come from the UN Resident Coordinator, His Excellency Zuru Leonard. His Excellency Zuru Leonard is the UN Resident Coordinator in Uganda. I'll keep him here for a minute as His Excellency the President returns. I'll have the opportunity to have a chat. DJ, give us some background music. And sole candidate for the presidency 2026-2031, but also the current chairman of the National Resistance Movement. Those pictures are very memorable for the young people, many of them exiting youth leadership and getting to higher levels of leadership in the country. Your Excellency, we thank you for your leadership, and any minute from now, I'll be inviting His Excellency, the Resident Coordinator, the Resident Coordinator, His Excellency, but after the photo moment.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, Honorable Betty Omongi, the Honorable Ministers here present in your respective capacities, development partners, UN colleagues present here today with me, Honorable Members of Parliament, Masindi District Local Government leadership, all dignitaries in your various capacities, and most importantly, our dear youth who are here present, the girls and boys, the women and men, the young ones of Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It is a great honor to join you today in Masindi as we mark International Youth Day. This year's national theme, Youth Advancing Socio-Economic Transformation through Technology and Partnerships, could not be more relevant to Uganda. It also complements the global theme, which says local youth action for the Sustainable Development Goals and beyond. With more than 73% of Uganda's population being under the age of 30, this generation is now coming of age at a time when the country is expanding internet access, investing in innovation hubs, and embracing global advances in artificial intelligence. They are not only the largest youth generation in Uganda's history, they are also the first with the tools to leapfrog persistent development challenges and drive inclusive transformation through digital solutions. We are already seeing this happen all over the country. Across Uganda, young people are building businesses, developing homegrown tech solutions, leading climate action, driving creative industries, and most importantly, advocating for equality and justice. Your Excellency, allow me also to commend the government of Uganda for its strong investment in young people through flagship programs such as the Youth Livelihood Program, the Parish Development Model, and the Presidential Skilling Initiative. And there are several others. These efforts demonstrate commitment and lay the foundations for a prosperous and inclusive future for Uganda. Building on this national leadership, the United Nations is proud to walk this journey alongside Uganda on several initiatives, including the United Nations Joint Program on Adolescent and Youth for the years 2023-2025, launched by Your Excellency in 2023. This multi-million-dollar program focuses on advancing education, skills, and employability for young people. In 2024 alone, over 127,000 adolescents were equipped with 21st century skills to prepare them for the jobs of the future, while more than 20,000 vulnerable households, many of them youth-headed, received cash support to cushion them from shocks, and United Nations supported innovation hubs and digital skilling centers where we are nurturing thousands of young entrepreneurs across the country. The United Nations in Uganda is also teaming up with the MasterCard Foundation to give young people, especially disadvantaged youth and refugees, the chance to succeed. Through Young Africa Works in Uganda, over 50,000 youth have already transitioned into work, and 60% of them, I am proud to report, are young women. Together, we are turning skills into jobs so that youth can power the economy and shape a future for all. These results prove one thing: when we invest in young people, transformation happens. However, challenges remain. Many young Ugandans still lack access to quality, industry-relevant education, decent jobs, finance, and digital tools. Climate change continues to endanger their livelihoods, and gender inequalities and harmful practices such as child marriages, female genital mutilation, and gender-based violence still persist. However, we know that if we invest in youth, especially women, we know that 90% of their income is invested in their families and communities. However, the realities of the challenges stymie the full potential of girls, young women to lead, learn, and innovate. We must ensure that marginalized young people, including refugee youth, those who are not in employment, education, or training, and vulnerable girls such as child mothers are not left behind. Breaking down gender barriers and encouraging young girls to pursue non-traditional fields is essential. Indeed, yesterday in Kampala, I met young women who are trained to become mechanics, plumbers, and electricians. So empowering girls with skills unlocks their potential to drive economic growth and social progress. We need to recognize that 2030 is not far away, and youth have a key role to play in helping Uganda accelerate achieving the SDGs. Youth cannot do it alone. As such, youth-adult partnership is good and key to their development. It is key to creating an enabling environment where they can thrive. Together, we must scale up digital, vocational, and green skills training, expand youth employment through private sector investment, enterprise financing, strengthen social protection for rural, refugees, and vulnerable youth, and ensure that young people are part of decision-making as leaders, not just participants, and deepen partnerships across government, private sectors, civil society, and international partners. Let us also invest in the green and digital economies where youth can thrive sustainably. Climate-smart jobs, artificial intelligence, data science, and blockchain are no longer future possibilities, they are current realities. These fields must be accessible to all youth, especially those outside urban centers. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence, when applied responsibly, offers powerful opportunities to strengthen technical and vocational education and training. It enhances personalized learning, improves teacher effectiveness, and aligns skills development with real-time market needs. The United Nations has piloted these approaches here in Uganda, encouraging youth to take part, and we have seen very, very strong results. And we are committed to continue our support to ensure that Uganda's youth are empowered with the skills needed to succeed in an ever-evolving job market. Our initiatives focus on improving education infrastructure, teacher training, curriculum development, ultimately contributing to a more skilled and competitive workforce. We have equipped TVET institutions with production equipment and ICT infrastructure, enabling trainers to deliver high-quality programs. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to the future, we recognize the importance of continued investment in science, technology, and artificial intelligence in education. We call upon the government and all stakeholders to support the following actions. Number one, to boost youth employment by adopting an integrated approach that combines training, job matching, financial support, and the participation of young people in design and implementation of programs. Number 2, to support investment in the development of digital technologies, digital public infrastructure, with the aim of achieving universal connectivity, closing the digital divide, advancing e-commerce, and deepening financial inclusion. Indeed, at the request of the Prime Minister, I recently spoke to the United Nations Technology Entity, and they are ready to deploy a technology needs assessment mission in October to find out the technological needs of Uganda. And I'm proud to report this to you, Your Excellency. The third one, to promote inclusive use of technologies, such as artificial intelligence, in skilling and innovation, while promising responsible use, privacy safeguards, and equitable access across rural and urban communities. Your Excellency, as the United Nations, we continue to champion youth leadership and youth-driven innovation. From program design to implementation, we believe youth voices are essential in shaping inclusive and future-ready solutions. Before I conclude, allow me to share a few words from the United Nations Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, from his message for International Youth Day 2025. He says as following: young people are bold innovators, resilient organizers, and essential partners in achieving their sustainable development goals. Let us work together to support youth-led solutions and build a more just, peaceful, and sustainable world. From the ground up, I close quotations. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, dear young people, Uganda's future will be written by its youth. With the right investments, this demographic dividend can power Vision 2040 and the Sustainable Development Goals. To the young people of Uganda, keep innovating, keep pushing. We see you. We believe in you. The United Nations stands with you. We are committed to supporting your dreams and your efforts. On this Youth Day, I salute every young Ugandan and commend you for the great work you do. The United Nations stands with you as a partner, as an advocate, as a friend. Together, let us build a future where every young Ugandan can thrive. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the UN Resident Coordinator, Excellency Zulu Leonard. Your Excellency, the President, allow me now to invite Her Excellency Frederike Quispel, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, to speak on behalf of the European Union embassies in Uganda. Your Excellency, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, you are welcome. Come and speak to us. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and guest of honor, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, honorable ministers and members of parliament, Your Excellencies the ambassadors, members of the diplomatic corps, government officials, representatives of UN agencies, civil society organizations, religious and cultural institutions, but most of all, of course, all the young people present. Abantu ba bunyoro mulimuta. My name is Frederike Quispel, and I'm the Netherlands ambassador to Uganda. It is my great honor to represent not only my country, but also all the countries of the European Union and the EU. Together we form Team Europe. And it's my absolute pleasure to join you today at this event in the stunningly beautiful Masindi. I'm really happy to be here. And the EU and its member states, we stand in solidarity with Uganda in commemorating and celebrating this day under the theme Youth Advancing Socio-Economic Transformation through Technology and Partnership. There's a proverb in my language. It says, jong geleerd is oud gedaan. Egyo yega, umu buto, chiba, chowumezi, buawe, buona. I think. And I think in English it would translate as, what one learns young is learned for life. It reminds us that values and skills and opportunities that we present to the youth today that will shape our societies tomorrow. Uganda is one of the youngest countries in the world. Over 75% of the population is below the age of 30 and nearly half is under 15. This is an extraordinary demographic reality and an extraordinary opportunity. By comparison, in Europe, only about 15% of the population is under 15. And more than 20% of the population is over 65 years old. Where Europe faces the challenge of an aging population, Uganda faces the challenge and the opportunity of a youthful one. The energy, creativity, and ambition of young people can drive economic growth, innovation, and social progress. But this potential can only be realized if young people are given meaningful opportunities to participate in education, in work, in politics, and in community life. Meaningful youth participation means more than being present in the room. It means having a voice, being heard, and helping to shape decisions that affect your lives and your futures. That is why we welcome the 8th National Youth Parliament that was held on the 12th of August, where young leaders debated pressing issues, proposed reforms, and advocated for youth priorities. My dear friend, Honorable Balam, Minister of State for Youth and Children's Affairs, pledged to support these initiatives to grow stronger. This is meaningful youth participation in action. And we also congratulate Honorable Adroni Rodney on his election as Speaker of the National Youth Symposium, a true sign of the vibrant youth leadership Uganda has to offer. And Team Europe stands in strong partnership with Uganda's youth. The European Union delegation, the Royal Danish Embassy, and my very own embassy are proud to work together with youth sounding boards. These bright young people give solicited and sometimes unsolicited advice on how to better include youth within our work as diplomatic missions. We take their message to heart and improve our work hand in hand with the youth. And I'm very proud that some of the Netherlands youth sounding boards are here with us today. Well, challenges remain. Globally, so worldwide, youth are 3 times more likely to be unemployed than adults. In Uganda, unemployment and underemployment affect nearly 2/3 of young people entering the labor market each year. And while TVET graduates show better job prospects, with 63% finding employment within a year, many still struggle to match skills to opportunity. And I have to say, young women in particular face additional barriers in education and economic participation. Your Excellency, you know how much I love agriculture, as do you, and 80%, so 80% of Ugandan food is actually produced by women and girls. So imagine the growth if we help them with training, with access to finance, access to markets, and of course, the right technology, preferably from the Netherlands or anywhere in the EU. Today's theme, technology and partnership, matters. It's through strengthening market-relevant skills that we can bridge the gap between education and employment. Team Europe is committed, and just let me give you a few examples. Ireland has supported 3,500 youth in Karamoja to pick up hands-on skills that make landing a job much more likely. And the Netherlands, we are backing young people with training for online freelancing and gig work. I had to say, a young person had to explain gig work to me. That is working online to design websites and do all sorts of jobs you can do online. So the future, clearly, or at least necessary skills for here and now. Italy supports Uganda's youth, especially women and refugees, through small and medium enterprise development scholarships and through the Africa-Europe Youth Academy program. And the EU is putting its energy into the future. Skills and jobs for youth in the green and digital sectors. And with digitalization being the cornerstone of the European Global Gateway strategy, these opportunities are only going to grow. Belgium and Germany are both strongly committed to advancing economic cooperation with Uganda through the Leadership Through Africa program. And there's also the Erasmus EU flagship that sends Ugandan together so they can study and learn technology. There's one little thing I don't want to forget, an important thing. I want to give a shout out to my dear colleague, His Excellency Joash Mangi. He is the Kenyan High Commissioner and he's here today. And together we are working to improve the lives of women and girls and women leadership. And I'm very proud to have him as my partner. And my call to action for everyone here is simple. Let us commit, governments, partners, private sector and communities to create opportunities, not just for youth, but also with youth. And for the young people here, on both sides of this field, I know it's good to ask support of your elders, but it's also good to think about what you can do for your country. So I understand your life is not very easy, mostly, I guess, for young people who are sometimes on the difficult side of the fence. But think about your agency. What can you do? And I think, of course, you have a president that is very, very supportive. But I also believe there's always something that you can do yourself to improve your situation. I hope you don't mind these words from somebody who's almost an elder. Uganda's youth, you are not just the future, you are the strength of today. And Team Europe is ready to work together and build a tomorrow worthy of your dreams. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Team Europe, for those excellent remarks. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we have been but simply Assistant Directors of Ceremonies. My name is Mondo Chateka. I work with Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, and I want my colleagues to introduce themselves, and thereafter I will invite Honorable Dr. Asimwe Florence Akiki, Woman MP Masindi, and also NRM flag bearer to come and recognize the honorable members of Parliament who are here, and thereafter invite the Director of Ceremonies, Honorable Baram Barugahara Atenyi. My team.
Your Excellency, my name's Jeff Ndolirire Gutoma. I work with Leshego Uganda Limited. I'm honored to be here. Kandi ndi Munyoro. Kabalega ndi Munyoro webale muno His Excellency Omusita Arukwera.
Frank Baina, my name is Senior Commissioner of Prisons and Prison Spokesperson.
Mheshimiwa Rais, jina langu ni Alice Abwoli Muwanguzi. Nafanya kazi katika ofisi ya Rais. Nimekuwa hapa msaidizi wa Director of Ceremonies, Honorable Balam. Nimekushukuru sana. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, as already introduced, I'm Dr. Simwe Florence Akiki, a woman member of Parliament, Masin District, and the host, and the NRM flag bearer, who didn't have any case in the tribunal. I scored so highly that there was no case to answer. Let me take this opportunity to introduce my fellow MPs. Please stand up for recognition. The names I have got, and those who joined later, I don't have the names, but I will ask all of you to stand up for recognition. My colleague, Honorable Aled Abgiziwe Ronald, please stand up for recognition. That is the MP for Bururi County. Honorable Nora Bigirwa, from Bulisa, woman MP, thank you for coming. Honorable Kunihira, representing the workers, thanks so much for coming. Honorable Alan Atugonza, from Bulisa, thank you for coming. And all those MPs who are here, whose names I don't have here, please stand up for recognition. Unfortunately, I cannot cross that side because of protocol and security. Thanks so much for coming, and we can't take you for granted for honoring this occasion. And Your Excellency, the MPs from Bunyoro sub-region worked so hard on the sugarcane amendment bill. We want to take this opportunity to thank you, Your Excellency, for assenting to this bill and making this bill into the law. By that law, the farmers, the sugarcane farmers, will be able to improve on their income, and the sugarcane millers will also benefit. The government also will benefit from taxes, and the younger people will also be able to benefit because the farmers will be able to pay school fees for them. Let me take this singular honor, but before I welcome our son, our brother, I wish to take this opportunity to thank you, Your Excellency, for appointing our own, our son of Kabalega, Honorable Balam Barugahara Tenyi, to be the Minister of State in charge of the youth and the children. He is actually the youth. When you see him on TV, he's always jumping up and down with the youth. Let me take this honor to welcome you and ask you, Honorable Balam, to come and introduce the ministers and also make some remarks. Thanks so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Balam Barugahara.
Your Excellency the President, the Honorable Sec Member, Engineer Jenard, Vice Chairman of NRM in Western Uganda, colleagues, cabinet ministers, Honorable Mire Babalanda, Minister of Presidency, Honorable Beta Amongi, Minister of Gender, my leader in the ministry, Honorable Peace Mutuzo, Honorable Mary Mugasa, Honorable Kabyanga, Honorable Namuyangu, the Residence Judge of Masindi, Her Excellency, my friend, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Netherlands, Frederica, Your Excellency, the Resident Coordinator, Zulu Leonard of the United Nations, His Excellency, Ambassador Joash Manyi of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of Algeria, Moroda Malkoun, and Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of the United Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency General Aziz Malin, the Chief of Mission IOM, Haji Sanusi Tijan, delegation from International Labour Service Organization, Deputy Ambassador of the Republic of Sudan, the Resident Judge of Masindi, the Honorable Justice who are present, the Inspector General of Police, who is my elder brother here, Honorable Magambo, Honorable Abbas Yakagawa, General, you know I'm calling you Honorable because today you are not in the barracks, so I'm adding Honorable instead of General, or instead of Afandi. And everyone who has made it. I want to thank the bishops who made the prayer, and in a special way I want to recognize and thank all members of Parliament who have made it here. Today we have a special guest from Iceland, whom I will address later, whom I will invite to say just to wave to the crowd. Muzei tukutangirire Masindi webale kwija. Before I speak, there is Church of Uganda called Dosania. Church ya Dosania mwije muzinire president ekizina dakemu yonka nobotandike gamba. Baitu mbere ni nsaba abantu abali kanyuma ko mwije nywe na mwije agatano. President abaze nenyo abasecurity abantu abo mba clearing. Abantu abo bara mba clearing bagaruke mu Kisaayi. As they come, Your Excellency, I would like to thank you for allowing to come to Munyoro and to come to Masindi once again. My other brother, Chanda Leonard, he was meant to be here, but he hasn't made it. He sent a representative, General Nabasa, who's representing him. The Honorable Chanda and others, General Chanda and others, they are in this region, mobilizing alongside us to ensure government programs are implemented right. But Your Excellency, as the choir come, I made a tour from Monday. I went to Bulisa on Tuesday. I spent a day in Bulisa. The people of Bulisa raised a few of challenges they are facing, especially with the fish protection unit in Albert. They are arresting people and they take them to Panyamun across the other side, and yet they have cells this side. So I believe I'll give you a detailed report regarding that. And Chiriandongo also have issues, but I'll write those issues as I speak out. Chuba muje muzirire muzeyi ekizina kye.
Ababesenia nibo bagenda kuba nibahereza, tukusaba habwakaire tukikole bwangu.
Itwabe kanisa ya Besania, twino kusemererwa kwingi muno, kutangira president wa Uganda Yoweri Kaguta Museveni kiki murubuga runo rwaito rwa Masindi president wa Jaki.
kusemererwa kwingi muno kutangira president wa Uganda Yoweri Kaguta Museveni akiki muruga runo rwa Masindi president wa Itaki kutangira Iwabe kanisa ya Mesania Iyo kusemererwa kwingi muno kutangira president wa Uganda Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Yoweri akiki webale muno kuchungura ihanga yaite Uganda Yoweri akiki okwijo kuchungura ihanga yaite Uganda nitusera akiki okwijo kuchungura ihanga yaite Uganda nitusime mpereza yawe numbi muno kuruka mu mwaka gwekinana na mukaga okaleeta obusingo mu bantu bona atukukwase ruhanga nuwakwebembere Yoweri akiki okwija okuchungura ihanga lyaitu Uganda Yoweri akiki okwija okuchungura ihanga lyaitu Uganda ni wawe kuruka waisiye nindikige yomonire ihanga lyaitu amasomero amarwaro gombekere enyoka bantu bakagomora nusafu nayo bakabijunga niye mutora nayo biresiye abakaruza bakabijunga bo bafiyeho wele amakongere nibisane akiye barengo kuchumure hambaya kikana Yoweri akiki wale muno kuchungure yangale Uganda Museveni Kaguta nitukusima abo kutuha minisitiri mulungi muno minisita barugara baramateni owabana hamuna bemiyeto omusaijo mulunge kwatangabo okuruga hanu omubunyolo Yoweri akiki wale muno kwijo kuchungure ihanga lyetu Uganda Yoweri akiki wale muno kwijo kuchungure ihanga lyetu Uganda
Let's invite the Honorable Minister, Ababesania Mwebale.
Ababesania mugenda ali muzeya kwenda kweteza ekisannenyi. Murabali. Nkwenda kurecognizinga mama wange, Honorable Asamo Helen, Minister wa abantu abayina obulemu amubiri gyabo, nawayizire, kandi na MP wa Bujenje KK Aro. President, I will make this brief speech to you as you take the photo so that we can manage the time, so that you will ensure by 3 p.m. you leave the airspace of Bunyoro at pleasure. Your Excellency, sir, it is a great and immense gratitude and honor that I welcome you to this gathering in Bunyoro to mark the international celebration of the Youth Day 2025. You are all welcome to Masindi District, the guests that are accompanying the President. Your Excellency, sir, permit me to congratulate you on your belated birthday that you generously hosted at Kololo ground. Happy birthday once again, Your Excellency, and long live our visionary leader and fountain of honor. In the same vein, allow me to congratulate you and the entire movement fraternity on your very deserving endorsement as chairman of NRM party and NRM sole presidential candidate 2026. Your Excellency, sir, we are here today in fulfillment of our international diplomatic commitment and obligation as a member of the United Nations fraternity to recognize and honor the numeric strength and potential of youth in socio-economic transformation of our countries, consistent with the UN General Assembly Resolution 54-120 of 1999. Your Excellency, sir, you flagged me off to embark on a nationwide wake-up tour, which has taken me to various regions in the country to monitor how various government poverty eradication programs are performing. I am saddened to report to you, sir, with the various programs, YLP, WEP, and PDM, among others, are riddled with a lot of corruptive tendencies and mismanagement by some of our people. I would like to make a correction to the National Youth Council Chair. He mentioned that so far the youth have received only 300 billion through PDM. Your Excellency, as you may be aware, you have now released close to 4 trillion towards youth, towards PDM, and of which 30% is earmarked for the youth. So far the youth have received 1.2 trillion, or 12,000 millions towards youth empowerment. Your Excellency, more will come in a report as I will send it to you. Finally, Your Excellency, permit me to recognize in a very special way our special guest, John Steffensson from Iceland, Chairman of Planet Youth Iceland, and his team, who are here to witness the launch of Planet Youth Partner Uganda by Your Excellency and decorate you with a badge of patronage for Planet Youth Partners Uganda, the role you did accept in Rachtura during our break in December. Planet Youth in Easter holiday. Planet Youth Partner Uganda will be partnering with government of Uganda in fight against substance drug abuse in the country, especially among the young people. Your Excellency, allow me invite my colleague, Senior Minister, but as she comes, I would like to announce that I've set up a special mobilization task force that will work in Bunyoro, that will be composed of pastors, sheikhs, and other religious leaders who are willing, together with other supporters of yours, led by Karuhanga John, the RDC and Dinda of Masindi, the Deputy RDC of Chiriandongo, Akwete Iroho, and Dinga Martin, Otugo Lorin, Biranga, and all other leaders. It's a team of about 30 that I will ask you to commission today, and then we shall seek commands from you. I want to thank Operation Wealth Creation, Chinyara Sugar Works, for cleaning this ground and also providing us with 5 million towards the function. I would like to thank Victoria Sugar, who have also contributed 5 million shilling towards the event, and their directors are here, both directors of Chinyara and Victoria Sugar. And then I would like to recognize our special friend, Deepak from India, who has so far, since I took over as a minister, he has treated now 200 young babies with heart disease and other chronic illnesses. Deepak should be seated somewhere. I don't know whether he's somewhere here so that you stand up. Is Deepak in one of these tents? Yeah, so Deepak, when the president comes, you'll come and take a photo with him at an opportune time. Protocol should prepare you so that you take a photo with the president. That gentleman, Deepak, he has offered treatment to 200 of our children in Uganda. So I would like to thank Deepak for that. Your Excellency, we love you, and you will get the votes that you need. In absentia, with apology, is Mzee Matiaka Saija, who's preparing for your visit tomorrow in Chibali and Kakumiro. So he's not here with us today. He sent his apology. And the General Chanda sent his apology that is also for accreditation in Brussels. He couldn't join. But the cluster sent by General Mos Kainerugaba in Bunyoro is doing a wonderful job. We should support them more. I would like to thank them. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, on behalf of all Bunyoro who are here. Thank you for appointing me to serve under you and putting me at the front to empower young people that we are doing. I would like to thank you. And in a special, I want to thank the Revival Bishop Nyakojo, and Pastor Chibuka, they have worked tirelessly in this region, mobilizing young people in their churches to attend our programs, and also some of those young people are here. They have come to attend today's celebration through those two churches. I know the veterans of Masindi and Chiriandonga and Chigumba and the Bulisa requested me to pass a message to you, but that will be in writing. I will deliver their letter and their reminders. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Honorable Beta Mongi, kindly come and address the gathering. Mwebale muno.
Your Excellency the President, honorable ministers, members of Parliament, Excellencies, the ambassadors and the High Commissioners, our cultural leaders who are here, religious leaders, the chairperson of the National Youth Council, and all the youth fraternity who are here, development partners, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this belated Youth Day. We would have celebrated it on 12th, which is the International Designated Day, but Your Excellency, you were out of the country, and the youth of Uganda insisted that they want you to be around. And so we want to thank you so much, Your Excellency, for accepting to give today to the youth of Uganda and be here in person. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, as we gather here today, we are gathered under the theme of youth advancing socio-economic transformation through technology and partnership. And I want to just highlight what this theme should talk to in the context of the youth of Uganda. Your Excellency, this theme recognizes the rapid evolution of digital technologies and their impact on the socio-economic transformation of Uganda. It also recognizes that we should ensure that the benefits of the digital economy are accessible to all, to prevent the digital divide between the urban and the rural, the young and the old. And within the context of Uganda, Your Excellency, I want to just give you some statistics. Telephones. The 2024 digital study noted that 43% of Ugandans aged 10 years and above are using smartphones. Of these, 28% of those using smartphones are between the age of 15 and 24 years. Your Excellency, the study also indicated that over 47% of the young people are using smartphones for trade, entrepreneurship, and business. And that majority of the youth are into online trading, online delivery, and most of the phones have become businesses. Further, Your Excellency, the fintech economy. Financial technology. Uganda is growing more and more. When you go to the local areas, you'll find many employment have been created for the youth. There are agents for mobile money, there are agents for banks. These days, even the most rural of the villages, everybody can go and withdraw money anytime through somebody with just a smartphone or a small technology that will allow them to make the local people withdraw money and bank their money. The same studies under fintech is saying majority of payments now are online because of technology. Your Excellency, this theme also calls upon us to ensure that we focus on youth who are living now in the era of technology, and that our action, our plan as government must ensure that economic, social, environmental, and cultural needs of the youth are anchored on plans that focus on the future of technology as the alternative to driving our economy. Your Excellency, acknowledging that prosperity involves tackling the root cause of these challenges, Government of Uganda has initiated several programs that are supporting youth involvement in ICT. A number of programs have been articulated by the chairperson of the youth and the Honorable Balam, but I want to highlight a few areas that we are undertaking as government to enable youth acquire skills, to mentor youth, equip the youth, and enable them to embrace technology. The first one, Your Excellency, is the National ICT Infrastructure Support Program. This has created a marketplace for Uganda digital products, software, and innovation products for the youth. And it's in all the regions of Uganda. In Nakawa, you have a business hub that is being manned by Ministry of ICT. We have a branch in Mbale, Mbarara, and Gulu. So the National Innovation Hub is also promoting digital innovation among the youth and combating unemployment, skilling them, and giving them startup. The National ICT Fair, Job Fair, which you have always attended, an annual event, which is under the Ministry of ICT. We partner as Ministry of Gender with Huawei, the technology company, has so far skilled over 50,000 youth free of charge on areas related to technology, offering internship in technology called Vibrant, FinTech, and other training programs, mentorship. We've also partnered under this program with 13 universities in Uganda, where youth are being skilled for free on ICT. So digital literacy and skilling, entrepreneurship skill through digital technology is driving innovation, employment, and job creation. Your Excellency, we have one of the very important programs launched recently, the Business Process Outsourcing Services. This is where local talents are being connected to global opportunities in countries like Japan, UK, US. These are countries that lack labor, and they always ask countries that have labor to set up job opportunities in country and use technology to work from their country. Your Excellency, this project, you have been a passionate advocate for this project in Cabinet. It has been launched. I know of youth organizations that are now working from Uganda as customer care officers for companies in Japan, in UK, in US. I met a young man who is now globetrotting. he has employed over 700 youth who pick telephone calls as a customer care organization, but the phone calls are for UK, Japan, directing them through online job opportunities and tracking and directing people in the UK to go to hospital or to man their telephones or to man their emergency health care here in Uganda through business process outsourcing program. So this has been one of the most propelling areas that are creating jobs under technology, youth, and ICT. Your Excellency, we also have e-governance program through public service, where most of the jobs under Public Service Commission is now done through computers. So the first interviews in most of the Public Service Commission, you don't interact with humans, you interact with technology that will mark you, and those who have failed the interview will be wiped off through technology, but also through e-commerce and also e-governance. Ministry of Public Service has piloted in about 4 areas, and I see the Minister of State for Public Services here, where they want to take governments through the e-technology to have, and ensure that corruption in jobs and also service delivery is efficient, and majority of the people being employed are youth. Your Excellency, we also have under Ministry of ICT, the NITA connects all government agencies, and the infrastructure backbone project is ensuring that access to internet is by all major towns, cities, and communities in Uganda, focusing also in tourist area, because most of the tourists, when they come, they want internet in villages. So that project under NITA connects, and the national backbone infrastructure is focusing on e-governance, expansion of access to internet, and all that. So, Your Excellency, the theme for today, Youth Advancing Socioeconomic Transformation through Technology, is something that is already happening in Uganda. We know that voter registration has been undertaken through technology. Majority and Uganda, through your leadership, has already indicated that the voting for 2026 will be through the biometric technology. But the voter registration, the National ID Cards Project, education, health, recruitment abroad, all these are now being undertaken through ICT technology. So, Your Excellency, the theme for today calls upon us to ensure that the decisions, actions, or inaction of us as present generations who are in charge of this country should ensure that the young people and that technology and future generation should take the responsibility of propelling our economy, and with all the programs that I have articulated and many more, Uganda is on the right track of ensuring that the digital technology embraces key areas that affect the youth, job opportunities in all the areas that youth are participating in. So in conclusion, Your Excellency, technology and partnership are transformative enablers for empowering Ugandans' youth and accelerating socio-economic and national development. And as Uganda transitions to a knowledge-based and innovative-driven economy, our young population should be equipped with digital literacy, creativity, innovation, and global connectivity, which plays a critical role in driving inclusive socio-economic change. With this, Your Excellency, I would like to now invite you, Your Excellency, to speak to the people, and later you will be invited to undertake some other activities. Thank you. You're welcome, Your Excellency. Can we give a hand of applause to His Excellency the President?
Abantu ye mutagire president agenda kubara muchawo. Abara aheru oko mutenti nywena muije abali kula aheru kuli mutayi muije murole president mule ebigambo bya president.
The honorable ministers, nja kubaza mu Rujungu abaho ayahindura abakoba bamutuba kumanya Runyoro murokurungi abamasindi murokurungi. There's somebody translate who can translate well.
Mguru Sindan.
The honorable ministers, members of parliament, all the other leaders.
Omugurusi akutangira inyo ba minister aba parliament hamu na abebembezi nywe na mitendero jona.
And the wananchi.
Na inyo abataka inyo na abantu babunyora abayizirano abarugire mu Uganda mbicheka bya Uganda byone ebirano.
Now I'm very glad that the NRM has fulfilled its plans.
Muzei akusemerera mutima gwa kuura asemereirwe nti NRM ebintu byaraganize ekubikora kandi ebikozere ebikushiro bwingi.
Tubyaraganize ebyategekere.
Ebintu byategekere.
Because some people confuse pledges with the plans.
Kuba abantu abandi bintu byakuraganiza mu kubiconfusinga wati mu kubitalibaniza ni mu bitabura mu bya plan ebira plan ya government.
The major plan of the government, first of all, is peace.
Plan ya government yokubanza businge.
And that one is firm and Uganda is peaceful.
Kandi eche cha security achikwasiremu na amani kandi ihanga liona liri hamu taro obuzibu bwona.
Taro omuntu akusobora kuleta hano entaro.
Taro omuntu wena akusobora kuleta kajanja chimberembera hapa mu Uganda.
Nobody can bring war here and we don't defeat him.
Tara kusobora kuleta bule mu bwona muzeyi na mayigi nagatammarao.
However, within peace, there is not only entire war, but also crime.
Mu businge takwata bukwata antaro baitaro na abantu abakuchwa emisango abakora emisango.
There we still have some work.
Awachara ono mulimo gwa amani gwa kukora gwa kurwanisa.
Aro ebikyaburamu.
Are ebisigalire bitaito baita kubimara.
The policemen sometimes don't follow up the cases properly.
Aba police obundi tibakuseruliza kurunje emisango yanyu je mukunyegera n'emisango endi.
And there's some corruption.
Alimu n'okulya akasente bakuba ni basaba abantu corruption.
So there I will tell you what should be done.
Awe jatugambira chagenda kukora jatugambira kicha tugenda kukora chagenda garuzaho.
So that is the major plan of the NRM, peace and crime-free society. Peaceful and crime-free.
Ate jonyo plan ya amani yomuheru plan yokutekaho obusinge n'okumaraho emisango n'okumaraho ebizibu ebyo ebiri mu bantu ebikumiga abantu.
Now, when it comes to health, the big plan is immunization.
Uchikuija abomezi ebyobomezi bwaitu plan ekushira amani niyo yokutugemesa oba okutera ebikatu nka polio n'ebindi.
The youth you are talking about, the big number, because of that immunization.
Abasigaza abakukira obwingi okuba nti muli baingi nti bicheka 78 kikuruga immunization program ejo giyakozere kurola nti buli mwana abamuteera akakato ako.
And they are no longer children are no longer dying.
Kandi abaana tibakyafa.
But on the health side, there is still some problem on the treatment side, on the drugs of treatment.
Aro tukyalina ekizibu mu bwomeezi okwo mu health tulina ekizibu kimu kya emibazi n'abantu okutunga obujjanjabi obuyikire.
Okugenda kurungi baitu okutambira kukyalimu ebizibu. Immunization is going very well, but curative has got some problem.
Mugurusa agambire okugemaka kwabagambire kukulibata kurungi baita obuzibu bulo obusigalire bulo obutaito obwo nuwo obukulemesa baita ja kumarawo nabo
buli akutambira
okwehara okurwara
to treat as opposed to from
okwijanjaba.
I will tell you what the answer, part of the answer for that. Now, when it comes to poverty and jobs, ekigambo ky'obunaku n'emirimu y'abantu
n'emirimu y'abasigazi n'abantu abandi boona.
The plan is first of all commercial agriculture.
Plan ero yakuteekamu akasente mu byokulima n'okuliisa okulola nti mutunga sente mulime ne mutunga sente.
Okubeegesa okukolera enda hamwe n'enshaho.
Okubegesa okukolera enda zaitu okuliya ebyokulya by'omuka baitu kandi byemukukola ne birugamu n'akasente.
Now I can hear your theme here of digital.
Nti muzeeyi akulola theme yaitu yekiro kya leero omurama gw'ekiro kya leero tukubaza mutimbagano computer.
But I have not seen anybody eating computers.
Ntitakaloraga muntu akulya computer.
People are still eating food.
Abantu bakyali ebyokulya bakulya karo n'ensomaki n'ensowe.
So the digital is an enabler.
Ebyo bya computer bina kutuyambawo buyambambe.
To do things much faster.
Okola ebintu nitubyanguya.
But please remember, the real economy is still agriculture. That's part of the real agriculture or real economy.
Nti muijuke ensi yaitu omurama tulina kulibatira abyokulima n'okuliisa. Okubeezaho amaka gaitu.
Okubeezaho obwomezi bw'abantu ebyokulya bine kubaho. Food must be there to support life.
Muzeeyi agambire ebyokulya birina kubaho nka bino leero byabagulire bye muliire ebyo okuba nti obwomezi bwanyu bwikalewo kandi bubewo.
Now there the plan, we have got many plans for agriculture. We have got money in UDB for the rich people.
Ntati muzeeyi a plan gyayina ati ateire sente mu Uganda Development Bank okuyamba abo abalina amafaamu oba emisiri emikooto ezikungulana mu eka 50 okulola nti bongeremu amaani mu byokulima n'okuliisa.
Now for the Banaku, the plan, we have been having many plans, NADS and all that, but now the plan we have is PDM.
Ntati abanaku akantu akarawo akasigalira akanyu ke yabadizayiningire ke yabatereiro nuko kibakweta parish development model oba PDM sente zikwijja muruka ezo milioni 10 buli mwaka buli muruka gwa Uganda.
So I'm very happy to know that that money is coming every year to every parish.
Nti muzeeyi akusemererwa muno wakuwula nti sente zikwija mu miruka gyanyu buli mwaka kandi buli mumuruka gwona.
This is the one which affects everybody.
Ezo nizo sente ezikuyamba oba ezikuganyula abantu boona bahansi.
So therefore, please take that plan very seriously.
Akutusaba sente ezo eza PDM tuzikozese kurungi kandi tuziyemu omugaso tuzikozese tuzizaale tutunge sente bulomu abe kurungi.
I have heard some people saying, oh, this money is coming but we have not seen it.
Muzeeyi awulire abantu nibabaza nti sente zikwija abayi timukuzirora go mazima. Sente timuzirora.
And others are saying the money, there is some corruption there.
Abandi bagamba nti sente za PDM mu byaro kuno waitu mu byaro bantu bakuziiba. Abataito bakuziiba.
Now, me, I have already done my part.
Nti wakozera olulimbirwe.
We looked for the money. We looked for the money.
Nti wakaseera sente olulimbirwe alukozere. Sente akaziseera kandi akuzisindika.
And we have sent the money here.
Nti sente azisindikire akuzisindika miruka yetu yona.
The people who are stealing that money are your people here.
Abantu abakwiba sente ezo bantu banyu bakwikala miruka gyanyu buchiko buli mu binu miruka gyanyu.
And therefore, you in the parishes, you have a duty to demand this money to okurondora okutoza.
Muzeeyi agamba nti mulimo gwaitu nkabataka mumuruka buli mumuruka okusaba accountability ya sente zaitu ezikwija ati buli muruka gwakatunga milioni 10 emyaka 3 nizo milioni 13 ati mumuruka gwanyu gwokuruga mugendo kaguza ogwo chief sente ezo zirinka abaereze bawa bazitungire nkainyo abataka.
So don't just say, don't just complain because you have the power.
Omugurusa agambira amani gali mu bantu gali ambali nywe mutacomplaininga mugende musaba accountability ya sente zanyu babagambire sente zirinka bo wabazitungire.
Of course, once I get facts, I can come in and also arrest and so on.
Omugurusa agambire waratunga amazima ajja kukwata abantu abo wenawe ajja kuteekamu amaani gaije alole abantu abo babakwate kandi basasule sente zebayibire zigarukire bakama baazo.
But also you must trace that money yourselves.
Baitu agambire mulimo gwaitu nkabataka buli muruka okurwanira sente zaitu okukaguza sente zaitu zirinka ezikwijaga milioni 10 buli mwaka owakuzirya owazitungire owazibenefitingire.
That's why the NRM fought and gave you the power to elect your leaders.
Nuba bwache NRM kagenda mu Kisaka yabahamani abataka amiruka na LC zanyu na wadi zanyu kurora nti mukome abebembezi banyu abale bebembera kurungi kandi bayina kuba nibawura ebiragiro byanyu kabataka bakama babo.
So learn how to use your power. These people who are stealing your money are elected by you.
Omugurusa agambire abantu abakwiba sente zanyu mu miruka ninyo babakomere so mwina kwesa amani ganyu nkaba bakoma mubakolewo.
The government in the center will do its part, but you must also do yours.
Government ya iguru kule jakora omulimo gwe kusobora kukora bali nainyo nkabataka mwina kora omulimo mwina kurwana kurora ndi mutunge sente zanyu.
Then that money, if it is traced, will help you get out of poverty.
Sente ezo kuba tuzirondora kurungi zijja kutuyamba turuge mubona ku nkabataka mu miruka gyaitu n'ebyaro byaitu.
And the issue of stealing drugs in government centers, government health centers.
Ekizibu ekindi ekyokwiba emibazi mu marwaro ganyu mu health center zanyu amarwaro getuyina agatwetoreire ekizibu ekyokwiba emibazi nikyo ekizibu ekindi.
Those health centers are not in Congo, they are not in South Sudan, they are here.
Agambira amarwaro ago tigali Congo, tigali Juba, tigali South Sudan, baitu garano waitu anu chijura.
So you can trace those drugs, demand from those health workers.
Omugurusa agamba tukaguze abantu abo abasawo abakora mu marwaro emibazi yaitu erinka mulimo gwaitu nkabataka abayikazi mu marwaro agatwetoroire okaguza emibazi ekuruga mu gavumenti erinka.
So you need to come in and do your part.
Akubasaba abesengereze inywena mukoro omulimo gwanyu nkabataka kandi abantu abakoma abakulinda ebyalo ebyo nabakoma abantu abali mu bikalo ebifo bimu abateiremu.
If you do your part and the PDM money is well used, you will solve many of your problems, including jobs.
Omugurusa agamba wetularondora sente zaitu ezo za PDM kurungi tujja kuteekawo emirimo tujja kubalawo n'ebizibu ebyogamba ntitalo emirimo.
Mwijja kuruga mu bunaku n'okutungira abaana banyu emirimu. Now let's see, there's a boy called Byamukama in Kagadi area. He has done some work in their area there. I don't know whether the team can show us.
Aba PPU mutero Byamukama Onero Byamukama Fred wakakumiro. PPU. Ekisani kikwija abaitu audio tekurugayo. Your Excellency mbere nisaba tugende mu maiso nibaseera audio ya Byamukama.
Okay, so
Kama a demonstration farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for 0 grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is a 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, to lead by example, so that my voters can learn what measure the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well, I don't sleep here, but if I would sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million. Because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. Remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day, for us a liter here is 2,000, because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple, per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre, because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply irrigate my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which we are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here, currently, I'm employing 26 people. Previously, I was employing 17, but I added in more things in the farm.
Show us those workers, freeze them there. Those workers, freeze them on the screen. The workers.
Now,
you have had this Byamukama.
Mulire honoro byamukama yabena agambira mu rujungu baitu agambira ina eka ina ainawe ente mukaga.
Please translate for me, not for yourself. You have had Byamukama.
Mulire byamukama.
And he talked about many things, but we don't have time to go over them.
Agambire bingi baitu tutwina wire mu kubigarukamu.
But like from eggs alone,
agambire mu mawuli gonka,
he gets about 55 million shillings net per month.
Ntakora milioni 5 mu mawuli gonka buli mwezi buli kwezi. Oyirozo okozesa zona amagoba gakora milioni 5.
Now that's about 600 million shillings a year.
Ezo nizo milioni nkarukaga mu mwaka. Net omaziro kuyo byona amagoba gakora.
Now he didn't talk about he talked about the milk. We don't have time to add that. Milk, then coffee and pineapples and so on.
Abalize amata yabarana enanasi
omwani
nemwanyi baitu twina wire mugaruka mwebyo
kubugaita to add
taina wire bwa kuteka figejo hamu.
So, but he's employing 26 people now.
Atakwesa abakozi 26.
So Byamukama has dealt with the 2 problems: obunaku, poverty, and jobs.
Onero Byamukama amaziro obunaku, then ateiro n'emirimo.
Now we have got another man called Nyakana of Fort Portal.
Aro munyorondi bakumweta Nyakana wa Fort Portal.
Who has done like Byamukama, who even before Byamukama did like what Byamukama is.
Ayabandize kora honoro Byamukama byakora ati.
But for him you are using 1 acre.
Wakwesa eke mu yonka.
Byamukama is using 4 acres.
Honorable Byamukama aina eka ina.
Now, that Nyakana, from 1 acre, it has been able to employ 15 people.
Omunyoro Nyakana mu eka emu akozesa ate alina abakozi 15.
Now, Uganda has got 40 million acres of arable land like this land.
Nti Uganda ina milioni nyingi ez'amataka.
40 million.
Milioni 40 getukusobola kukozesa.
Okulima
n'okuliisa.
But if we just use the 7 million,
Omugurusa agamba kuba tukozesawo just milioni 7 zonka.
Like Nyakana.
Nk'omunyoro Nyakana.
Would create 105 million jobs.
Tujja kuba tusobola kuteekayo emirimu emiliyoni 15.
Yes, they are not high-skilled jobs, but they are jobs.
Tijiri mirimu ya office y'okujwala ebya white baitu mirimu mirungi kuba gikusasulwa.
Now, that is more jobs than all the population of Uganda.
Egyo emirimu eyingulaine n'abantu abali mu Uganda. Abantu abali mu Uganda tukuyika miliyoni 10.
So therefore, please listen carefully to the message of the NRM.
Mugurusa kubasaba muwulirize kurungi message ye jakwekana n'aba.
Muleke kukwata bino mukakwata iki. Please, number 1, plan number 1, commercial agriculture.
Omugurusa kubagamba ekyo kubandiza kitulina kukola okulima okutunga mu sente.
That's number 1.
Egyo niyo number 1 y'omugurusa.
That is the plan.
Egyo niyo plan ye namba emu.
Ate ebibinde bya motoka za bishop ebyo bintu bindi.
Ze motoka za bakama bange abedini ebyo bindi.
So when you come to a meeting like this, concentrate, because that's the one which applies to everybody.
Wetukujja mu meeting nk'eno tubene tubaza abintu ebyo bikuyamba abantu ba hansi.
Bona.
Ebikubaganyula inywena.
See, even your language is not clear. Just talk. Be clear. Ebikukwata abantu bona niki PDM na abantu bona ba hansi.
Omugurusa agamba sente za kusindika mu rukezo zikubayamba inywena kuba zikuyika mu miruka jona niziyamba abantu ba hansi.
If you do it well in 5 years, a parish would have got 500 million.
Omugurusa agamba mu myaka 5 buli muruka kujja kuba gutungira milioni 15 kuba tukora kurungi.
In the 3rd year, the ones who got first will bring back what they got.
Mu mwaka gwa kasatu ababandizo abatungira emyaka 3 nyuma ati bakuba ni bagara.
So by the end of 5 years, 300 million will have been brought back.
Weturamalira myaka 5 mujja kuba milioni 3 zibazigarukire mu nsawo yanyu y'omuruka.
The parish will be having 800 million shillings.
Omuruka buli muruka gujja kuba guyina milioni 800.
So that's what will solve poverty and also solve the issue of jobs for the low skill jobs.
Agambe sente ezo zijja kutuyamba okuleeta emirimu ey'abo abantu abatasomere muno kandi n'okumalawo obunaku mu bantu.
And all of you concentrate on that.
Kandi akutugamba itwena amaani gaitu tugateeke asente ezo oba mirimu egyo.
The political leaders,
abebembezi,
the religious leaders,
abanyadini, abebembezi b'eddiini,
the cultural leaders,
abebembezi abobukama.
Because a parish is everywhere. There are parishes in the whole country.
Emiruka agambira emiruka giri mu Uganda yona.
So each one of you should be asking, a sente za PDM zilizita muruka gwetu, a sente za PDM zilizita.
Omugurusa tugamba itwena kutwegesa tutandike kaguza sente zaitu za PDM zilizita zirinka.
Amakanga
agatungire.
Now, then the next sector is manufacturing.
Agambe ekintu kya kabiri gitulina kukora nuko kukora bu factory
sector. The other sector, the Abaganda call it akabondo.
N'abanyoro nakabondo baketa kabondo.
The next sector is manufacturing.
Agambe ekintu kitugaruka tumazire kire kya agriculture, commercial agriculture ntyali tugenda mu bya manufacturing.
Let's see the factories. Show us some of the factories. on the screen there. How many people are working in just one factory there?
Ate mugurusa akubagamba mu boyina abantu bayinga abakola mu factory ejemu yokejo je mu boyina yakapekejo.
You have already talked about Chinyara here.
Agambire mutubalizo wa Chinyarani.
And you mentioned how many jobs?
Emitwalo ebiri MP agambire emitwalo ebiri.
20,000 jobs created by just one industry.
Agambire ati factory emu yeitene ya Chinyara abantu mitwalo ebiri no abakuganyuramu no abakutonga emirimu.
Industry, not factory. There are a number of factories, industries.
Mu ikolero limwe ero lyonka lya Chinyara tulina abakozi emitwalo ebiri nka honorable minister kakwatugambire company emu ejo ya Chinyara.
20,000 jobs. So the plan should be to attract more and more factories in our area.
Ati mugurusa agamba kitulina kora nkaito abatakaitwena kusika company ezindi abantu balete sente bateke sente mu bichweka byaitu bombeka amakolero nkago.
We are going to have a very big industrial park in Hoima around the oil field.
Agambire saa yona tugenda kubana paka mafactory maingi paka ekichweka kiri amafactory maingi kuli haya mbali bakolera amafuta Hoima.
Like Karuma near the dam, we should be having an industrial park there on both sides, on the side of Lango and Achori, and even on this side. We should get land and have factories there.
Ado mugurusa agambire nka Karuma akwenda side ya kuli Lango babe na factory na kuno waitu tube na industrial park kuno waitu Chiriandongo.
That's what you should be talking about.
Ndicho tuina kubazao.
The industries are already employing 1.4 million people.
Agambire amakolero agaro hati tuina abakozi milioni 1.20.
Yes. So we can have more of those factories.
Wecha kusaba tutunga amafactory ago amakampani ago gabe maingi abasigazi tutunga emirimu abasigazi mutunga emirimu.
Now the third one,
ekyakasatu,
the third kabondo are the services.
Ekyakasatu nije emirimu gyeno gitukora. Okuweereza.
Emirimu y'obuheereza. Obuheereza, this digital you are talking about now, digital, you are confusing our people with just talking about one thing. Digital is part of the services.
Omugurusa agamba bino babendi babazawo bino eby'emitimbagano ebya computer nti tukubabuzaabuza nti ebya computer biri akimu abintu ebiri mu kabondo ako buweereza.
It is both. It is buheereza but also infrastructure.
Kiri mu buweereza baitu n'okutuyambawo okusindika ebyo bitukukola okwanguya.
It's a very important good, but it must, in the case of Uganda, we have got more than that.
Ntano mu Uganda bikubani bituyamba okushira naawo.
Because other countries like Japan, Banaku, they don't have what we have here.
Abantu nkabo ba Japan oko bo Banaku muno kandi tibaina bituyinana.
They don't have agriculture.
Tibaina ebyokulima.
They don't have raw materials for industry.
Tibaina ebintu bakozesa mu mafactory na mu makolero gaabo.
So that's why they are limited. They have only manufacturing using imported raw materials and also those services.
Bochi bakora bakutunga material kuno okuruga mu nsi zaitu ne bazikozesa ku lwowaabu then n'akabondo akakabiri bali mu buweereza.
But here, yes, we have the services, but also we have the potential for agriculture, potential for manufacturing, so we can't abandon them and then only go for digital.
Atagambire ntaano itwe mu Uganda tuli kurungi. Tulina itaka lyaitu kusobola kulima ebyokulya n'ebirugawo n'ebyokutunda, kandi tulina na material ge bakozesa mu factory, tulina n'ebindi bingi bye tukusobola kukozesa okuruga mu bunaku.
So the services, we have tourism.
Nti mu buweereza obwo tulinamu ebyokulambula.
Somebody aliyoko Bulaya aine enaku nekarawenka tumuleta kurore enyamweso zaitu nasemererwa ntumutambira na mwenya hamaiso abukaruzire enyamaiso. That we have healed him. That's a service to him. Tumutekerewe ekyararora. That's why tourism is a service.
Agambire okurambura nkaba abajungu abakujja ni bagenda mu action park okwo ne barora ebinyonyi byaitu n'ebiri ne basemererwa bakuba n'enako okwo waabu ne bajja ne basemererwa.
Abanyankole bakyeta okushamara.
Bakujja ne bashamara kwasama ne basamirira ne barora ebintu.
Hato buhereza omunyo bajota kwasamirira okushamara.
Okushamara nda kusameera.
What is okushamara?
Murunyoro nawo kuba kusamara.
So tourism, okushamara, hospitality. Like when I was here, Uganda was trying to get a hotel somewhere. Did you have a hotel here or something?
Omuguru sagamba ntakajjawo nyuma yarambura hotel gyenkombeka. Omuguru sinkagimazire. Sinkagimazire nkyasera sente.
That is hospitality now.
Tagamba nkebyo byenkora nibyo ebiri mu kabondo kabagambirako buweereza.
So now digital is part of the services, because like when you are sending money, you have the money, you have earned money from eggs, from milk, from coffee, but you need to send it quickly.
Ate omugurusa agambire bino bye tukubazayo by'emitimbagano biri mu kabonda akakobuweereza nti wokuba otunzire ekintu kyawe ina akasente kaawe okwenda akasindi kagende kairuke speed ogera nokateeka mu banka ano omuntu ali Kampala nakatungirawo netweyambisa emitimbagano egyo gya computer.
But what will you send if you don't have money?
Baitu orasindika ki otayina sente?
So that's why you should link the whole thing.
So tulina kukolera ebintu bitulina bikuteeka hamu bikolere hamu.
Okukwatanisa byona.
Obubondo bwona obwo tulina bukwataganiza hamu nibwo tutunga akasente ke tulakozesa amitimbagano egyo.
And I'm glad Honorable Mongi has finally organized what I have been telling them long ago about the BPO, business process outsourcing. Umuntu kwikara hanu Kampala anamanya kubala ebitabo abakanada bakamusindikira ebitabo byokubala akabibala akabasindikira ahasumu.
Omukuru sagambire asemerere muno nti minisita we Honorable Beta Mongi ateiro kintu kyamugambire kyabeere namugamba okukora kuruganyuma okwo akakigambire nyuma nti abantu bakusobola kuba baraano Uganda nokola emirimu gyaheeru baita oraano omanyire kubala ebitabo nobibalira Uganda otalina genda aheeru kuseera mulimu nokolera ano okozesa omitimbagano egyo.
Nobale bitabo bya za company ziri Canada, ziri UK, ziri Japan kukwabe nabazi.
Baitu nokolerana.
So that's very good. That's part of the services.
Akusima muno ekyo kirungi nuko akamu akantu ketulina kukora mu bubondo.
So therefore, people, I appeal to you, concentrate on the basics first.
akutusaba amaani gaitu tugateeke mu bintu ebyo okubanza ebirina kutuyamba.
The grassroots, mass.
Ebintu ebikuyamba omuntu wa hansi ebikuyamba abayingi boona.
Abayingi ebikuyamba abayingi. Then we shall be able now, like the fundraising.
Ati nkebyo ebyokusonda sente.
You show them my young man Joseph Ijala. Show them to them.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I'm the proprietor of Taifa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Taifa we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the taxi came close. And the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. And I was very famous for local chicken. Answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Taifa Farm, we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day. And each tray goes at a price of 10,500. So approximately 3 million, about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Taifa. So after selling the layers, that money, I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with the 4 cows, but you know, I have multiplied very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do it.
That Ijala started about 12 years ago when he heard my message.
Atogo msaija Ijara akatandika kukora ebyakora uyawulire message y'omwebembezi
12 years ago.
Emyaka egirabira onyuma okwo
12.
Emyaka 12 nyuma.
You had each day he gets 3 million shillings from eggs alone.
Akuya mu mawuli milioni 3 buli kilo mu mawuli gonka.
And he has got milk also.
Kandi aina na amata
and other things.
Aina n'ebintu ebindi.
Now when I was there, he insisted on giving me a gift of a cow.
Akagamba akabana agonza namwe kisembo kyente.
A Frisian cow worth 6 million shillings.
Akanagoza amuwe ente ya milioni 6. Ente ya mata enjungu.
I told Ijala I don't need cows, I have my own cows.
Akamugamba wetakwetaaga butebwe we ayina ente ze.
But Ijala said, if you don't take my cow, I will feel insulted.
Akamugamba nti wotakugitwala ajja kwekola ekintu.
No. nkamugayire ninusa nkamugayire put it in better
agambire
kungo bantatwerenteye nimba nisana ngaru kumugaya
ndajja kuba nkamujogere warayange ekisembo kye
so
ajja kuba nkakumugere atakumuyikiririzamu amugayire.
The fundraising which we talk about, like the building this, will be easier if all the families get out of poverty.
Ate omugurusa agamba nti zino fundraising zetukola eby'okwombeka ezakiri nakiri zijja kutuyamba abantu bona balaba balina sente balugire mu bunaku.
Because now what you call fundraising is not fundraising.
Ati bye mukweta okusonda sente okwombeka amakereziya amakanisa n'ebindi tizikuba fundraising.
Because fundraising means many people, each one contributes equally, and then you have big amount.
Omugurusa agamba nti ebintu ebyo byakweta fundraising kimanyisa nti abantu abayingi mwijahamu buli omu n'aleeta ekikwingana nimugabira oba ni mu fundraising era nka church yaitu nka ya St. Matthew buli omu n'aleeta omugabo gwe nimuyingananganiza emigabo.
But now when I come and as president, I give money. This is not fundraising, this is a donation now.
Ate omugurusi bwakwijja ano nka omwebembezi w'eihanga akagaba akasente akuba ta ku fundraising abaita kuba n'agaba nka omwebembezi w'eihanga.
Nimba takusonda.
Takusonda.
Okusonda means bengi basonda bakole ekikoto. But abanaku tubasobola kusonda.
Omugurusi agambira abanaku timusobola kusonda.
Because you have nothing to give.
Kuba timulina kyokugaba.
So therefore, the answer is all of us to work so that the people get out of this poverty.
Ati kituyina kora itwena nk'abantu kulola ntulwanise abantu bona baruge mu bunaku.
And it will not take long. Ijara was a munaku, but now he was forcing me to take a cow of 6 million.
Kandi okuruga mu bunaku tikijja kutwala kasumi karaira because ijara we akaba munaku. Baitu myaka 12 atakumukaka atwale ekisembo kyente.
Because he has got something to give.
Kuba yati alinawo byakusobola kugaba.
So therefore, please, in our messaging, let's be very clear to the population.
Omugurusa agamba nti byetukugamba byona amizinda aleenu na mu maradio n'okuhoona mbali tugambira tube straight abantu nitubagambira amazima.
Clear, so that people don't too many things.
Omugurusa takwenda tabule ebintu agamba tulemera kintu ekyo kirayamba abantu bahansi.
Now, therefore, inywe aba Uganda inywena esente za PDM nzija
akubamanyisa kandi akakasa nti sente za PDM mu Uganda yona zikwija miruka janyu.
Hati inywena buli muntu muruka gwa agenda akaguze sente zo zirinkaha.
Ate abasindikira nnyo abalani nywena mugaruka owanyu mukamu miruka mukaguza ab'emiruka sente zino za PDM zirinka.
Muleke kunkongora okunkongora nimuzaho ninyehereza sente ninyine kuza kuzironda.
Ati bambi agambire muleke kumuchwa kuba mukumuchwa wakusera sente nazibasindikira kandi mukwenera abayambe n'okuzikwata abasuma bakuziba.
So nibwija kora nanyo okwata abasuma ntujja kora mukwata abasuma no harasinga kwata omusuma arahehi nawe.
Omugurusa akaguza owara asobola okwata omusuma awo.
Omuntu arahehi n'omusuma ningo arahara no hara tukonyera okwata omusuma
barawo bateire emikono gyabo iguru.
Mwebale muno ate mufokera abasajja mananu n'abakazi mananu bejukuru bakabarega.
Ate agambire omuraba muyamba okukwata abasuma ati mufokere bejukuru bakabalega mazima bakaswa.
Tureke kusindika sente zanyu bakaziba imwe mukefumbata nk'amafuzi esente bazibire turakoraki.
Omugurusa agamba mulekera okuchuleera ne bayiba sente zanyu mukefora nk'abatayina muntu akubabaliza mwebalize mwerwane mukwata abasuma.
Now hati abasuma nibeja kujana n'abantu bengi The thieves will have to go with many people.
Omugurusa agambire abasuma bajagenda n'abantu bengi.
Because the PDM money to steal it.
Nti sente za PDM okuziiba.
Did the parish chief know? Did the parish
Omugurusa agambire sente za PDM okuziiba. Owomuruka abamanyire.
Nkaguza. Did he know?
Mugurusa abakaguza nnyo abaroko. Abakwiba sente ab'emiruka bakimanyiro abachifu b'emiruka bakimanyiro.
Now the chief, if he didn't know, he's a mugayavu. He's lazy.
Agambire nti ab'emiruka bakoba batakimanyire bagayavu tibayina amaani kurungi tibakola mulimo gyabo.
And if they knew and kept quiet, they are also basuma.
Kandi baraba bakimanyire ni bachulera nabo basuma.
And the Gombora chief, what about him?
No akaguza n'abamagombora bakimanyiro ekyo. Ndisende bakuzibe za PDM.
And the ISO,
naba ISO nabo bakumanya nabagiso.
And the RDC,
naba RDC bazimanyiro.
I think this thing will catch many people.
Atagambire kino ekintu kino ekyokwiba sente za PDM kijja kutwaliramu abantu bayingi. Ndajja kubakwata boona abakuziiba. Mumuyambe wakwata abasuma.
So, please, this is a lot of money. It can solve many of your problems.
Agambire ezo sente nyingi muno za kusindika amiruka jija kumala ebizibu byaitu bingi mu miruka yaitu.
So, therefore, I am very happy to be here.
Agamba asemerere muno kwijja Masindi.
But I want us, all of us, really to be clear about the plan.
Agamba kwenda itwena tumanye kurungi betwina kora. Entegeka jetwina kora.
Don't mix up the issue of the plans and then these other smaller things, the pledges, what. Those are small things.
Mugurusa agambire tutateraniza ebintu bya entegeka hamwe n'ebintu byakuraganiza byakusubizaga.
Those are additional.
Ebyo bintu bitaito muno binyongereza mbe.
And they affect smaller numbers of people.
Kandi bikuyamba abantu bataito.
But the mass.
Baitu we akwenda amani gona gateke mu bantu ba hansi nyo abakukira obwingi.
So I thank you very much. Mwebale muno okusagika NRM. Mwebale kusagika NRM.
Abagambire mwebale kusupporting NRM nogoza NRM. Konka abasuma tubamareho omukyaro. Mwandaganisa okurwanisa abasuma. Muzeyi abakaguza inywe n'abarano mu kumuraganiza nturwananisa abasuma turanyegera abasuma babakwata abakwiba sente zanyu. Muteke emikono iguru. Mwebale muno abajukuru bakabarenga mu basajja n'abakazi mari. Omugurusa agambire mwebale muno bajukuru bakabalega muri basajja kandi n'abakazi abamani mwebale muno.
Thanks so much, Your Excellency, for the address and for your wisdom that we hope we shall take and implement in our homes. I wish to take this pleasure to go to another activity of handing over the youth livelihood and WAPE checks to beneficiaries of the 10 local governments in the Bunyoro sub-region. And I wish to call the following to come up and receive these checks from the Minister, Mr. Barugara, and the Minister of State for Youth Affairs, and the Minister from Gender. Samuel Ruweza Kaija, Masindi Kao. If the chairperson is around, please come with him. Maweje Andrew Kakumiro, Kyaligonza Ansem Kiliandongo, Musinguzi Bahemuka Levi from Bulisa, Miss Pauline Epodoi Opio from Kagadi, Sempala Emmanuel from Hoima, Katotoroma John from Kibale, Musinje Edward from Kikube, Godfrey Bwebucha Kiseka from Hoima City, and Kasala Daniel from Masindi Municipal Council. After receiving the check, Your Excellency, we shall request that you take a picture with the ministers and the people who have received the checks. Thanks so much. I hope those whose names have been read are available. I hope that the checks are also ready to be handed over. I called this place.
The chairpersons and the cows of the district come forward.
Chairpersons and cows, please move forward.
And we are coming towards the end of this program. Bear with us. Cows and chairpersons, step forward to receive the checks
and
from government
the
programs.
ambassadors, the ambassador, the PAL, ambassadors, Iceland, please join the team for the photo moment.
And ambassador from the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
The PAL.
Let's do that very quickly. Yes. Mr. Deepak, identify yourself. You'll have a photo moment with His Excellency the President because of the remarkable job you are doing.
In the meantime, the three groups that are going to read were the best performing beneficiary groups under the Youth Livelihood, and these are the following. Please get ready to come and receive the awards. Ikaba Kweterana Liquid Soap Group. Number 2 is Step Ahead Produce Youth Group. And 3 is Butobe Youth Maize Mailing Project. Ikoba Kweterana Liquid Soap, Step Ahead Produce Youth Group, and Butobe Youth Maize Milling Project. Please come and receive your awards.
It's time to award the best performing groups. When you perform well, the government is saying, and you get awarded. But also as government, we continue with the programs that will eradicate poverty amongst our people. It's a mission that the President has taken on, and he's determined to ensure that we downgrade the profile of poverty among all Ugandans, and especially those 33.1% who are not in the money economy. The president now takes photographs with the team, including ambassadors.
The president. What after launch? After the launch, is this launch? After the launch, signing a claim. Okay. After the awards of the three best performing beneficial groups, we are going to have a launch of the Planet Youth Partners Uganda, and we all sign a patronage pledge. And later, Your Excellency, as the MCs of the day, we request that we should have a photo moment with you as a memory of the Youth Day that has been held in Masindi municipality. Where's the plate? Where's the plate for signing? The signing. His Excellency has moved on to sign.
The youth I had Oledo, the youth, we shall handle your issue, the one you are talking about, but we shall handle it digitally. You have heard of digitally? Digitally is the method now. Don't wait for your village method of direct, digital. You just go back.
Your Excellency, greetings from the border motorcycle riders. They wish to extend their appreciation of the 20 million that you gave them, and they were able to buy a plot of land. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Now let's continue with the launch of Planet Youth Partners Uganda and the receiving of the patronage plaque from Planet Youth, Ambassador of Iceland and John Sigfusson. Planet Youth Partners is to partner with the government in downgrading the profile of drug and substance abuse in the country. And the global chairperson, John Sigfusson, is here with us, together with Elder Betty Kasimbazi, Jimmy Cindy, Peter Gashaya, and Dr. Kezabu. They are accompanying Her Excellency, the Head of Mission, Iceland Embassy. This is a big program, and His Excellency, the President, accepted to be the patron to fight drug abuse and substance use. His Excellency, is launching Planet Youth Partners Uganda, and he has signed off. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. We got the last leg of the program.
Band, we go for the anthems.
Excellency, we thank you so much for gracing this occasion and all the words of wisdom that you have given to us and the Ugandans here, online and abroad. We thank the National Organizing Committee for organizing this function and the District Organizing Committee and for all the people for having come. Thank you for empowering the youth. Thank you for supporting all the programs and plans of the youth. We thank you all for having shown the youth that we love them. We thank you for